Hi, you guys. Trust Ariazi, coach and hypnotherapist. Today, we are talking about a simple tool that you can use that's going to help shift from how you don't want to feel to how you do want to feel. And the nice thing about this tool is that it's really simple, anyone can use it, and that it's also pretty universal. So you can shift out of a variety of emotions pretty easily, and as long as you're consistent, pretty rapidly as well. Okay, so the tool that I'm referencing is a tool known as anchoring. Okay, so let me give you a couple examples of what anchoring is. I want you to imagine that maybe you smell sunscreen, and when you smell the sunscreen, you're instantly kind of transported to the beach, right? You smell that sunscreen and you instantly think of that beach and you have all of those great feelings surrounding that experience. Or maybe you smell cookies cooking and you think about when you were growing up how you used to cook cookies with, bake cookies with your grandma. And maybe you get all nostalgic around that experience, okay? Or it doesn't have to be a smell. It could be that you hear a song on the radio. We've all done that, right? And you hear that song on the radio and you maybe get emotional because you hear that song. It reminds you of when you went to prom, okay? So essentially it is an external stimulus that's kind of producing an emotional response that is attached to a memory or an experience, okay? So we can set up our own anchors. And the way that looks, let me give you an example of how you would set up your own anchor around with smells. So this is what you do. So say you're working on confidence and you're wanting to feel more confident. Say that you're kind of triggered by something, you're not feeling super confident. What you would do is you're going to get your favorite smell. It could be an essential oil, it could be anything that you enjoy smelling, and it doesn't have to be a smell. You can just use your own 2 fingers to produce the anchor, and we'll talk about that in a second as well. But it could be anything, okay? So in this case, I'm going to use a smell, okay? I'm going to use an essential oil. And so what you would do is you would close your eyes and you would smell the smell, okay? And as you're smelling the smell, you're going to think back to a time in your past where you felt super confident. What did that feel like? What was that experience like? And draw in all of the elements of that experience as much as you can. What are all of the sensations? What are all of the sights? What are all of the sounds? Really allow yourself to be there, fully engaged as much as you can in that moment. You're smelling it, you're connecting with that experience. What does that feel like for you? What does that look like? Really engage to the experience of complete confidence in that moment. Okay? And that's kind of step 1 of this anchor, right? And so what you do is every time you're not feeling confident, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to grab that same oil or whatever it is that you're doing. You're going to close your eyes. You're going to connect to that experience of confidence in your past where you felt on top of the world. And you're going to do that. And it gets to the point, and usually it doesn't take long, but it gets to the point where you smell whatever it is that you're smelling, and instantaneously you're feeling that you had just created for yourself, okay? And then another alternative, if you don't want to use smells, and this is really commonly used as well, is that you can connect your 2 fingers like you're making an okay sign, and same thing, you're going to connect your fingers, you're going to experience that time in the past of how you did want to feel, and then you're going to let go. And then over time, it gets so that you connect your fingers, and then you feel that feeling. That's how you feel, okay? And again, you can use this for confidence. You can use it for anxiety. Maybe, you're feeling nervous or you're feeling anxious. Well, when was a time in your past where you were feeling peaceful? What did that experience feel like for you? You can use it for really anything. And as long as you're consistent with it, it really doesn't take long for it to start sticking, for it to start really working for you. So I hope this is a tool. Sometimes I use this tool in my practice, and I also use it in my own life. I use it with my kids as well. So I hope this is a tool that you can start using and you can start enforcing in your own life as well and find helpful. Thanks so much. And let me know if you have any questions too. Have a great day, guys.